Welcome to my channel. This is a hair piece for you, and I'm living the wig life, period. I have alopecia, and I just wanted to explain about the glue situation. A lot of people have been asking me questions about the glue. Some of it stays, some of it does not stay, and I wanted to explain why some of the adhesive that are used for lace wigs, this is just for lace wig wearers only. Now, not the ones who take them on and off, because there's a lot of women that take their wigs on and off. They take the lace wigs on and off. By all means, that's fine. There's different variations of that. You can kind of part your hair, your edges, part it, and put the wig right behind it and blend the edges of your hair on the wig. You can sew the wig on. You can take it on and off. Sometimes it depends on the lace, the condition of the lace, the thickness of the lace. If the wig stay on, that's called a glueless lace wig. But with the glueless lace wigs, you can still attach them with glue. Even though it says glueless, you still can attach them because you can put glue on whatever. But today I want to explain why some of the adhesive that people use for their lace wigs does not stay. Like, let's say if you go to somewhere and they put the wig on and they use the adhesive, and like a day later or as soon as you have a sweat, the wig start coming up. That's the reason why, for what I found. And just know that I am a lace wig wearer. I have alopecia. I have been wearing wigs for like 17, 18 years. I've had alopecia for so much longer, but I found my peace in these lace wigs. So I just wanted to share some of the things that I've come across in my journey. Now, what I want to talk about today is the glue. And before I start, if you like any of the content that I'm pushing out, you can like, you can share, you can subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to be teaching the things that I know, the things that have helped me over the years with the struggles of first having alopecia and not having hair, losing my hair, the thinning of it, the psychological effects it has had on me, and probably sometimes still have on me, and then the transitioning to wearing wigs and accepting the fact that this is a way of life. Now, some people decide to go bald. They put their little earrings on. They keep their head shaven. I guess that's a process and a psyche in itself. But I'm choosing to do the lace wigs because that's what works for me. So that's what I will be sharing. Back to the glue. There's different types of glue. Most people nowadays, I've noticed over the last few years, they've been using the spray adhesive. I'm not going to call out any name because I'm not promoting any product, so I'm just not going to call any names. I'm just going to, you probably know what I'm talking about. There's a spray, and it sprays adhesive. They put that on. That stays temporarily. Then there's this particular, there's a white glue that comes in little bottles. You put that on, you dab it, and it dries clear. But you have to use 5 and 6 layers of that. Once in between each layer, you put the glue in and you let it set. You let it dry till it's clear. Then you put another layer, let it dry till it's clear, until you maybe 4, 5, and 6 layers. Then they place the wig on that, and that will stay temporarily as well. It doesn't stay for weeks at a time. You know, after you put that glue on, you have to tie it down. And it'll stay. You just tie it down every night, but it doesn't stay. Like if you go through a really hard sweat, if you go swimming or anything that will mess with the glue's construction, the chemistry in the glue, it will start rising up. Most of the time when you put those adhesives on your lace wig, it'll come up because of your chemistry. Sometimes every glue and every person's chemistry is not made equal. Sometimes the adhesive will work for some person. If you got drier skin, and I've noticed doing the installs, when people have drier skin, the adhesive tend to stay a lot longer on a person. They get a longer install opposed to people who have oily skin, because oil is a no-no with the adhesive. A lot that has to do with it also is the hairline. The hairline, if you're hairy, even though you have alopecia or whatever you got going on, you don't even have to have hair loss. You could just want to wear a lace wig and you may want it attached with adhesive. It may not work for you because if you have a hairy hairline, when you put the glue on, it's not going to stay because the glue needs skin to attach. So people found a process of using the ball cap method, which is you putting a cap on, you are attaching the cap with the spray adhesive, and you making it to where you have a ball head, where it's the simulation of a ball head. But if you still have a hairy hairline, it's still not going to stay like you want it to. It's temporary, and some of those installs look really nice. Some of them will look otherwise, and that's a whole nother video. But I wanted to just concentrate on the reason why some of the adhesive does not stay. And it doesn't stay because if you sweat a lot, if you're real sweaty, you have really oily skin, if you have a hairy hairline, and if the chemistry in the adhesive does not match your chemistry, it's not compatible to your chemistry in your skin, it's not going to stay. Some people use the tape only when they don't want to deal with the stickiness of the glue, because it can get challenging. They just use the tape. That doesn't stay unless you're bald, unless you're totally bald and you have drier skin and you clean that really well with alcohol and you put the tape only on. That may stay for a while, but none of it is going to stay forever. There's one particular adhesive and tape that I use that can give you a 30-day hold. 10, 20, 30-day hold. Now you may get a little tiny lifting, but all you need to do sometimes is clean that area with a little alcohol. Just dab a little alcohol, because that alcohol will reactivate the chemistry in the glue, and just tie it down and it'll stay another couple of weeks. And I found that over the years to give my clients a 30-day hold. But for the most part, you have to come back for service. That's the point. It's just like if you're going to get your hair done every 2 weeks. You have got to go back. You can't attach these wigs and expect for them to stay on forever, because of a lot of breakdown that's happening while you're wearing them. Your chemistry, your sweat glands, the oiliness in your skin, your activities, all the things that you got going on in your regular life is going to affect the longevity of your lace wig. So you have to come back for regular service. Some people get them put on so well and they love them and they think it's their hair. It looks very natural, and they'll leave them on. Sometimes they think till Jesus come. You have to come back for regular service. That's why it doesn't stay as you want it to. And then again, the back also. I am the type, and I'm not going to make this about me at all, but I am a stylist and I install lace wig. So I'm the type, I attach the back as well. I don't just concentrate on the front, because some people want to wear their hair up. They want to wear their wigs up. They want ponytails. It's getting ready to be hot. And they want to be able to have updo styles. And you pretty much can't do that if the lace is just attached in the front, because the back is going to come up. Now, there are some options. You can sew the back. You can make some braids. If you have hair enough to braid the back and make a braid around, or whatever you do, whatever stylists decide to do, you can attach by sewing the back edge of the wig against the braid, the cornrow that you put. That will stay, and then you can pull your hair up into like a droopy ponytail, so you can hide the edges. Not a tight updo, because you're going to see where the back of it peels up. You can do that. That's an option, and that looks nice for, like, you get a long wig and then you sew the back. You attach the front with the adhesive and then you sew the back. Then you can wear your hair up into a high do or high ponytail, but it has to be kind of droopy. It can't be tight going up, because you're going to see. That's an option. There's different ways of doing it. If you have a curly, you can pull it up. What I do sometimes is, well, you know what? I'm going to stay focused. That is a different video. What I'm concentrating now, I'm going to stay focused, is the glue. The reason why some of the tapes and the glue doesn't work have different reasons, being your skin type, your oil glands, sweat glands, your activities, and your actual chemistry to that particular brand of adhesives. So if you find your wig nice, and then one last thing and most important, sometimes the stylist just does not know how to attach the wig for your hair type, skin type, glue type. They use the same thing on everyone. So they don't always know how. Some stylists are just specialized in regular hair, perms, whatever they are specialized in, but some are not specialized in the lace wig install. They're just putting them on, they're looking on YouTube, which is fine because you can learn, but they don't know the ins and out. You have to know the ins and outs, the person's skin type. And so a lot has to do with how long the wig will stay on you and what type of brand and product you use. And that's another issue too. When you use, once the wig is on you and you use products on the particular hair and you use it close to the hairline, then sometimes that product has alcohol in it and sometimes it has oil in it, and that interferes with the adhesive part of the glue. The way it sticks to you has a lot to do with the products you use. So all those particular situations and reasons are based on why your wig stays and sometimes why it do not stay. So that's all I have for today. My next video is going to be once the wig on, the chemistry and the breakdown once you use the glue. The type of glue you use has a lot to do with the breakdown of your lace wig and the messiness that some of the adhesives create. It gets so messy and nasty sometimes. So look for another video of, I'm going to explain what happens when the glue breaks down on your lace wigs. And there's other videos I'm going to go over. But thank you so much for stopping in and spending the 12 minutes with me while I explain why your lace wig may not stay when you use adhesive and tape. I thank you so much. Again, like I said, you can like, subscribe, and share my content if it works for you, and if you find some kind of value in it. You can ask me any questions in the comments below, and I will try my best to answer any questions that I can answer. If I can't answer, I will find out. I'm just starting this video journey, so if I'm doing things that you're not used to as far as the videos, please forgive me. I will learn. I'm going to keep doing what I do. I want to share what I know, so that way it won't be so much depression and so much difficulty and so much struggle if you decide that lace wigs is going to be a way of life for you. For me, it's wig life. I live wig life, and I'm okay. I'm at peace with everything. So you have a very blessed day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.